Looking for someone?
Have you seen Delia?
She left the chief job about 10 minutes ago. He offered her a lift. I don't think that she could refuse.
No, of course not.
Did you catch him?
Huh?
The child you were chasing, the little boy.
Oh, the kid?
Yeah.
No, he got away.
Forgive me. You work the land, harvest the crops, and be a good farmer like our fathers before us.
All I want is to go to school and get an education.
School is for idiots. School is for those who are not born with enough knowledge in the first place.
But
shut up! Your elder brother decrees you be a farmer and farm the land.
So how does it feel?
How does what feel?
How does it feel to have solved your first crime?
How did you know?
This is Gambia, my dear. News travels very fast, my dear. In the Gambia, if a village in the west catches a cold, be sure that the village in the east will be sneezing the next day.
But the suspect has barely been in custody for 24 hours. Who told you?
George Rame from the Echo.
What are you doing talking to him?
George and I are friends.
Friends? What kind of friends?
Well, we dated each other for a while.
How could you? He's awful.
Hey, it didn't last a month. I dumped him as soon as he ran out of money. This man, could you imagine? He always checked the price of food on menu before ordering. Hey, it's so embarrassing. They don't pay journalists very well, do they?
Fatullah, what are you like?
Come closer, boy 9. You don't need to be afraid.
I'm sorry, sir, but I have nothing for you today.
Why?
I was chased by that policeman again. The wallet must have dropped out of the bag when I tried to jump over the fence.
How can Nabarro look after you if you don't look after the house of Nabarro?
I'm sorry, Nabarro. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Boy 9?
Yes, Nabarro.
Make sure it never happens again.
Yes, I promise it won't happen again.
Did you see the note from Chief Job this morning?
About the street kids?
Yeah.
Did you catch that boy yesterday?
What do you think?
I trust you both got my note this morning?
Yeah.
Sure.
Maurice, you've been working on this for quite a while now, but we really need some results.
Why this sudden urgency?
This urgency is not sudden. 80% of purse snatchings and pickpocketing crimes are committed by children under the age of 15. Maurice, how many cases were reported last month?
I've lost count.
Well, is there a concerted effort from the whole force to clamp down on these kids?
Of course! But for every child we apprehend, there seems to be 10 more let loose on the street. I don't think these kids are acting alone.
Well, like they're organized?
Organized in the sense that they are not just robbing people for themselves.
Robbing for friends or family?
I'm not sure, but what I'm sure of is that we've got to get them off the streets, quick.
With all due respect, Chief, these children need more than just being taken off the street.
Well, let's get them off the streets first and worry about what we are going to do with them later. In fact, you can take them all home with you if you want.
Yeah. 960, 70, 80, 90, 100,000. The house of never stands firm. Do you value your tongue, boy 29?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
I guess that means yes. As the newest recruit in the house of Nabarro, if you ever get caught by the police and you mention my name, I'll cut off your tongue. Do you understand?
You must understand, detective. Some children have no choice but to steal and grab what they can.
Grab or die.
You are 11 years old. You have no family, no friends, nowhere to live. What do?
Survive by whatever means possible.
Would it be possible for these children to organize themselves?
Like, form some kind of union?
Working together, maybe?
What do you think, detective? You have a young son.
Most of the kids I have chased and arrested are between 10 and 15 years of age. None of them are capable of organizing themselves, let alone a crime ring.
There's only one thing that organizes children together. Adults. Adults are the only element that create order amongst children. Take my school, for example. If we remove all the teachers from it, we'd be left with chaos, believe me.
You're talking about grown-ups controlling and instructing these children?
You must have heard of Oliver Twist detectives.
Oliver who?
Twist detectives. You must have heard of him.
Yes.
Oliver Twist.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
More what?
See, it's just an idea, you understand. But if I were you, I would speak to Victor West over at the Child Salvage. He might be able to help you.
Growing up is quite hard. But when, as a child, you're faced with poverty, in addition to growing up, you just do about anything to keep afloat. Right, Maurice?
Right.
When the children come to salvage, they're usually in desperate state. We give them the basics: food, shelter, and clothing.
What about the possibility of a child gang organized and actively coordinating robberies?
Not from here. Children are sophisticated at granddad. But all the kids we pick from the streets don't have the energy, let alone they know how to organize themselves.
But it would be possible under the right guidance.
Right. With children, everything is possible, especially with the right guidance.
What's with you and Victor?
Nothing.
It's like you two had some kind of understanding back there, some kind of history. Do you know him well?
I spent 2 years living with him off the streets when we were about 10 years old. It's a long story, but basically, Victor and I ran every scam in the book. We had to, just to stay alive.
So he ended up running a children's refuge center, and you became an officer of the law.
Mm-hmm.
Get up, Delia. I want to introduce you to my newest boyfriend.
What? No, it's too late for this.
Please.
No, next time.
Come on, Delia. He really wants to meet you in person. He read all about you in the Echo the other day.
Oh, okay, but this better be worth it.
Of course, sweetie. That's my girl. Bojan.
Oh, Fatu. You know I prefer that you call me Boo.
Sorry, Boo. Meet my sister Delia.
A true pleasure to meet you, madam. I've heard and read so much about you.
Delia, Bojan wants to take both of us out for a meal.
I would be delighted if you joined Fatu and I.
You woke me up to meet that.
What do you think of him?
He's old enough to be your father.
He's a retired lawyer.
And he could be a retired pig farmer for all I care.
He's got a lot of money, Delia.
So what?
And he's prepared to spend it on me. What did I say?
Nothing to be afraid of, boy.
What do you want?
I just want to help you. It's not safe out here at night.
I don't have any money.
My help doesn't cost you any penny. In fact, it will probably make you more pennies. Come with me. Hungry?
Yes.
There's more where that came from.
More?
Plenty more. Would you like some more?
I'm sure I can have some more. Thank you.
The name is Nabaru. Welcome to the house. Sleep well, and I'll tell you what I can do for you in the morning.
Justice.
Hello, Morris. I was thinking you might want to talk to my assistant, Ned. He works with some of our most deprived children. He'll be in here this afternoon.
Yeah, we'll pass through later. Aye, thanks.
What have you got for Uncle Joe this morning?
No concrete results, but Maurice has got an idea.
Maurice?
I'm going to recruit kids off the street.
What?
It's the only way we are going to get close to the kids and get them to talk.
Maurice is going to create a team of child criminals of his own.
You see, I ran away because my brother refused to let me go to school.
Boy Tati, it's important that you take the opportunity to learn.
You'll send me to school?
You are in school. Welcome to the House of Navarro, where you learn everything you need to prosper.
Thank you, Nabarro. But why do you call me Boy Tati? My name is Lamin.
Because Boy Tati, you are House of Navarro's 38 boy people. Congratulations, and your first lesson starts now.
I'm going to start recruiting this afternoon.
If that's okay with you, Chief.
Well, if you can break me a child crime ring, that's fine by me.
I want to learn math.
You count a lot of cash.
I'm not a thief.
How do you think Navarro affords to give you food and shelter? If you stay in the House of Navarro, you learn everything you need to know. Here are examples of my boys. The experienced boy 9 and boy 29, like you boy 30, is a new recruit to this great house.
It's an interesting idea, Morris. Whether it works or not is another matter.
I don't see any other way of getting close to them.
That's because there is no other way.
They should be here by now. Oh, here he is. Then I would like to introduce you to Detectives Law and Justice.
Pleased to meet you both. Don't mind me, it's a habit I put up a long time ago. I always take notes in the presence of police.
The detectives are working on cracking down on street robberies by juveniles in Banjul. I told them as you work with most of our destitute children, you'll be in the best position to give them informed perspective.
I help in any way I can.
There has been an escalation of child robbers in the city.
Yeah, I read reports.
We think that there is some kind of group or organization encouraging these kids to commit these crimes.
It could be one individual.
That's interesting, but highly unlikely.
Why do you say that?
Most street children that turn to crime work in pairs or a threesome at most. But they're just too desperate and disorganized to work in larger groups.
What makes you so sure?
We don't run a kindergarten detective. Some of these children we work with fled acute hunger and deprivation. Some of them have seen their parents die of poverty and malnutrition. Most of them are wrecks. All we do is salvage what we can.
I understand, but what makes you so sure that these kids are not being organized by an adult or group of adults?
For the reasons I've said, Detective.
Well, we're going to put that to the test.
What do you mean?
Let's assume that there is an adult somewhere in Banjul instructing these kids. Then, all of a sudden, there is another group of kids with another adult at its head.
Like a competition?
A rival gang.
And the head of the new gang starts to recruit kids from the original gang.
That would absolutely pose a threat.
Exactly. Meet the leader of the new gang.
We'll do everything we can to help, won't we, Ned?
Absolutely.
What do you make of Ned?
He seemed okay. Why?
He came across as slightly defensive.
He seemed okay. Fazed maybe, but that's probably because he's working with those poor kids all the time. Can you imagine?
Yes, Commissioner. I have instructed Detective Justice to do some recruiting of our own so that we could get a take on whether or not these children have a leader.
And what if these kids are not being led by anyone?
Then I suppose it's back to square one.
I had ministers asking questions about why my force can't control the massive increase in juvenile criminals. Square one is not a good place to be.
Quite.
In fact, Square one is a place where sacked police chiefs end up, so let's not go there.
I assure you, Commissioner, we will not be visiting square one.
As the newest boy to join the House of Nabar, I think I ought to tell you that I'll cut your tongue out of your mouth if you ever tell anyone about what we do here. Do you understand?
Apology.
Excuse me?
I want you to apologize.
What for?
Don't play games with me. You know what for.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
The way you walked out of that room, leaving Bojan just standing there, it was so rude.
Well, I don't owe you or any of your sugar daddies anything.
Yes, you may not owe us anything, but at least give us the same amount of respect we give you.
Boy 30, you've been in this house for a week now. I want to know when you'll start bringing wealth to this house.
All I want is to go to school.
It's too late for that. You now belong to the house of Navarro. Just go out and bring wealth to this house. And remember, if you're caught and you mention my name, I'll cut your tongue.
Hey, you are in a hurry.
I'm late for school.
What school do you go to?
I can't remember.
You can't remember the name of the school? Not a very good school then, is it?
It's okay.
Forget about schools. Come and work for me. I'll teach you how to pickpocket and steal from shops.
I want to learn maths. Will you teach me maths?
If that's what you want.
That is all I want.
What's your name?
Boy 30. I mean, Lamin.
Lamin?
Yes.
I look forward to meeting you in school.
You will not tell my boss, will you?
No, of course not.
You're supposed to recruit young criminals, not young scientists.
We've got to keep our options open. This kid is the first one I've come across that is interested in what I'm offering.
For all the wrong reasons.
Give Morris some time with the kid.
I am giving you 2 days. If this kid leads us back to square one, you're out.
Do you think he'll show?
I hope so.
Just that? 23, 24, $25 is only? I'm used to getting more than $25 from my boys.
Well, anyway, it's a start. It's better than nothing.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Ah, I thought you would not turn up. Any questions?
No.
You really enjoyed that, didn't you?
I did.
Do you live with your family?
All my family are dead apart from my brother.
Do you live with him?
Not anymore.
Who do you live with now?
A friend.
Is he your boss?
Yes.
What do you do for him?
I can't answer that question. I have to go.
Okay. Will you come back tomorrow?
Only if you promise not to ask any more funny questions.
I'll go one step further than that. I'll give you my special pen.
Why is it special?
Because there is no other one like this in the world, and it helps you with your maths.
Thanks.
Bye.
What did you get?
It must be about $2,000.
Not bad.
What about you? Wow! What about you?
Is that all?
Yes?
Back early? What brought on this? Give me that.
But I don't like maths.
Is this some kind of joke? You've been out the whole day today. All you bring to the house of Navarro is a pen. It's a nice pen though. For that I'll let you off. But make sure tomorrow you come here with something substantial.
Fatu?
Yes?
I wanted to apologize. I've barely been here a month. I have no right to judge you.
Hey, judge away. You are my sister, and I love you. That's all that matters, okay? Come on, give me a smile. Okay.
So Detective Justice have set up his class in the old school.
He's only got one kid at the moment. He's particularly fond of math.
I'm afraid we've not had much since we last met. But we'll get in touch anytime we have any further information.
I can't believe you lost the pen I gave you.
I'm sorry.
Still, it was another good lesson.
Very much so.
I've got to get some lunch. Hungry? I'll be back in 10 minutes.
I told the guys over at Child Salvage that you were basing your class at the old schoolhouse.
They didn't have any useful information?
No, but that pen you're always going on about, that net guy has got one exactly like it.
I didn't tell him anything.
I'm just going to make sure.
Don't even try it.
I met these kids in a state of desperation.
And you did everything in your power to make them even more desperate, huh?
No. I gave them hope, dignity, and a future. What can you offer them?
You can save your questions for the judge.
Lamin can stay with us as long as he wants.
And I get to go to school and do what?
I do believe this belongs to you.
Thanks.
Oh, and by the way, Commissioner, we won't be visiting Square One after all.